Okay.
Oh,
we're
right,
in
I
this.
forgot. There's an Ivern on this team. Ooh, I got
Get
lost
up.
in the talk.
Yeah.
Stand firm. Strike
Okay.
hard.
So that means you can probably get priority in the push. You want to make sure you hit level 2 first. Very important. You know when you hit level 2, right?
Yeah, level 2 spikes, so I have priority, but
But
will that still count since they outrange
do
me?
you know when you hit it though, right?
No.
Okay. Always second wave,
Survival
all 3
means
melee
next
minions, you hit
stop.
level 2.
The
After
void
all 3
ones
melees are dead
upstream.
on second wave.
So should
So
I be pushing
auto,
this?
yeah, auto casters and 1 melee right now. Start hitting casters.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, don't push it too hard. Yep. All right, now you can just auto. Yep. Just match Caitlyn's auto. She autos a minion, you auto a minion.
I will make a difference here.
Try to make sure you stay out of Caitlyn's range. Okay, walk up to the wave. Start just hitting the melees. Yep. Get the priority. Make sure your camera stays in range of Caitlyn. You want to keep your camera on Caitlyn. Yep, your camera's much better now. You want to see what they're doing at all times. Okay.
Survival.
Hit level 2. Watch out for Leona. She's gonna try to walk up. Just stay top side of lane. If Leona's bottom side of lane, up. See, we don't want to walk up. You're fine. Don't cleanse. Nice.
Oh, messed up that. Missed the auto.
Should take W second.
This skin is fashioned for survival.
All right, we stay out of range now. Stay out of range. Make sure your camera's looking at minions. Yep. Try to walk up in an XP range every time a minion's gonna die, and then back. Oh wait, no, don't walk up. Don't walk up. Don't even hit minions. Don't even hit them. You can last hit that one, but try to avoid walking up. Whoa.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that one.
Yeah. Maybe wait for Ivern. Shouldn't have used your Q if you're trying to get the kill here. So yeah, if Ivern trying to gank, if you see a kill there, like maybe just hold your Q. You don't need to use it on the minion there. That one was fine, obviously, because now there's no kill. But okay, W. Nice. All right, we just want to be safe here. Okay. Cleanse, cleanse. Okay, just fight, keep fighting. Leona has no mana. Okay, that's okay. We got all their summoners. Good job. Now we got Lux here. What the fuck is Caitlyn doing here? Alright.
This world is changing. We decide what we want.
Just make sure you're not, whenever Leona's walking up to you, you're never staying in the same spot. You are always running away from Leona if she's walking into you. As soon as she walks towards you, you are walking away. You are never getting in range of her E. Unless you're confident you're going to juke it. Okay, good flash. Hover a little bit. Yeah, just keep hovering, Just stay, wait for, like, echo. Okay, ease down. You're fine. Auto. Yep. Okay, good job. Okay, recall. Look at the wave. Oh, this sucks to recall. Stay if you can. Okay, just let it come to you. Don't show. Caitlyn's recalling right now. This is really good for you. If she finishes it, okay, fuck. Lux made her stay. Whatever. Just make sure you space Leona here. You're fine to catch this because they're too low to dive you. Don't use that. You just used all of your mana for no reason. Yep. You need to hold on to your mana right now so they can't fight you. Don't hold this. Let this crash. Yeah, you're gonna die. You are way too low to try to hold that. Okay. Oh, see if we. That's why we need our mana, dude. Gotta be able to get that cannon.
I came for the hunt, but stay for the fruit.
All right, you just made those last. Yeah, that was. Gotta plan for the tower aggro. Just commit to one instead of trying to hit them all. Okay, you're gonna want to start pushing this as soon as the next wave comes up to your wave. You're just gonna try to shove it. Yeah, just start autoing, perma auto. Yeah, try to. Okay, Caitlyn's still low, so you're fine. Alright, back up from Leona. Your Lux is definitely dead. You can help her. Just kite Leona. Okay. Yeah, you want to just be up there and trying to. If she's on Lux, you want to be able to like at least just auto Leona. Try to W the cannon if you get enough mana in time. I don't know if we will or not. No, we won't. Don't do it.
Yeah, he's back here.
Nope.
Yeah.
Ward that bush to your left. Okay, just catch XP. If Leona's threatening you, just walk away. So don't walk up to this. And you just keep in mind you have cleanse. Okay. So when she walks up, yep, stay. Nope, don't walk up to her. Don't walk up to her. Just stay away. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. Okay, that's fine. Good job. Last hit. So Lux Ivern are here. You guys can maybe make a play. Yep. Let Ivern go first. Oh, he's not even coming. Yeah, you should ping assistance. Ivern could have ganked this.
Feed the beast. Oh,
I don't know why he didn't. Start walking up to Caitlyn. Yep, start walking. You have cleanse, you have cleanse. Where's Lux? What? Okay, Lux. I don't know what Lux is doing right now. Oh, that sucks.
Okay, so positioning wise here, should I have walked like back into lane or was walking up this way?
We'll look at that afterwards.
Okay.
It's a little bit easier at that point.
1,000 ways to die. An ally has been and one way to live.
Buy refillable. No, buy refillable.
Like them.
Refill the potions. Yep, refillable. Boots is fine. No, not a pink. Not a pink. No.
Pink, no
Boots,
pink?
boots. You had the boots.
Oh,
Way
I
better.
forgot boots on the line. Yeah. That's good spot.
Oh my god, your Aatrox is getting wrecked too.
Yeah.
You should just mute them or something. I don't know if it bothers you, but it's just that I hate the chat noise going off all the time. Personally,
I don't really pay much attention to it.
That's fine. That's good. I'm glad you stay immune to it. Just push this, crash this wave. The reason you want to crash this is because your wave is so much bigger than theirs that it's gonna push into them anyways. So you just want to, and they're so much stronger than you that you're not gonna feel comfortable being pushed up in the lane. So you want this to just go into the turret as fast as possible. Yep. So we can avoid this as well. Yep. And she stayed in that. That's unfortunate. She's dead. Just leave her. Oh. Yep. You can look to kite. Okay. Cool. Good.
I like it here. I just might stay.
Yeah, they're gonna push the wave under the turret, so you can just wait. We're just gonna play for late game here. You have an Ivern, so you're gonna be really strong late game if you make it there. As long as you play it well.
Don't die.
Oh, that's actually really good for Aatrox. Wow, that was huge.
Oh, missed that.
Yeah, look to hover. You're doing the right thing. Yona is there too, so we might be able to go on this. Yeah, go, walk up. Caitlyn's alone. Caitlyn's no mana. Okay, kill Leona or Caitlyn. Just ult at her. You kill her. Oh, too late now. W, just stood a W. Nice.
Maybe?
This skin
Nah,
lives
okay,
on
make
me.
it.
Echo was really low mana. I think you had a kill
I
there.
can just go back to lane, right?
Yep. Yeah, go back to lane. We gotta be picking up those though. Stuff that we gotta work on. Feeling confident, being able to go for those kills. Wait, Caitlyn stayed? Look at Caitlyn. Oh, she's a blue buff. What items does she have? Nice.
No.
Uh,
Go. Yeah.
What items does Caitlyn have?
BF search. She's what's she building?
Storm Razor.
She's got part of a.
It's Storm Razor.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of Storm Razor first item on Caitlyn early, but that's what she's building. Put a ward to your left just in case. Okay, never mind. We see them all. That's
I
fine.
mean, jungle's right here. Are they gonna do that?
So just look to get the cannon. Prioritize the cannon. Okay. Echo. Wait, no, just the cannon is what you're looking for. Kill Leona. W. Wait, don't ulti.
No.
You just want a W there. You don't need to ult her. Look for some combos after this too. I think that's something we need to look at. Just nice, Yone. Okay.
Attack them in theirs.
All right, you're 100 gold from your rare mana or mana main. So try to get the minions. Just use your Q. Oh, too late now. Q. Okay. Nice. Oh. Nice. Nice. Okay. Pop your refillable. You have a refillable. Make sure you're using those when you're getting low. Alright, we want to recall now. We got our mana min. We want to start stacking that. It's fine. Just leave Lux alone. You have a lot of gold. Alright. We can buy... Probably sit for a dagger, yeah, for just a little bit. Press tab. Check their items. Sure you're always doing that? Yep, Storm Razor finish. Okay. She's got a lot of potential damage. You have a lot of damage too, though. Like, so your win condition, what would you think your win condition is if you're fighting Caitlyn? 1v1. Let's just say it's a 1v1.
Not sure what the question is.
If you 1v1 Caitlyn right now, like let's say you and Caitlyn are both bot farming, and you see that the rest of the team, the rest of her team is not bot lane, like she's alone. What would be your win condition to 1v1 here? Like, what would make you win the 1v1?
I'm making sure she's away from the wave so I can hit off my full combo with QW.
Yep. Perfect. Isolated Q is your win condition. I mean, W obviously helps a lot, but the isolated Q is... Yeah, she's dead. Yeah, she's dead, Smoke. That's okay. We're doing alright with Lux and things still. We're 1-1-1. A little bit low CS, but we'll check Caitlyn's CS. She doing any better? Yeah, she's not doing any better, so it's not a big deal. But this is why CS is so important, because if you just miss not very much, you'll literally just be ahead of her, because people in the CLO can't farm very well. So, as much of a basic skill as it seems, CSing is a lot harder than people like make it out to be. You can never get too good at CSing. Very to cleanse. Nice. Maybe flashes a little much. Q. It's okay.
Yeah, my bad.
Happens. So you just if your Q's up and there's like the cannon under turret, try to just use your Q to blast it in, so that you don't have to lock yourself into auto animation. Because your Q, you know, you don't have to stand still or anything using it. You just press it and it just starts blasting. Unlike Caitlyn, who has to lock herself in her Q. Cast time and all that good stuff. Yep, run top here. Just look to catch the wave. Just try to Q it. Yep, you want to thin it out fast. Don't walk up to set though. Careful.
Yeah.
Pay attention to what if he's running at you, even if you're under turret, you gotta walk away because he can dive you.
Monsters are everywhere.
Shut down.
Okay, Yone's smurfing or something? Jeez.
Godlike.
Use your Q.
Forgiveness is
Yeah, we don't want to give that CS to Aatrox.
so very worth it.
Right.
My hope was I could keep it there and take his wave, but I guess
he's gonna walk up. You're gonna have to just kill it, because otherwise he's not gonna let you. Just recall. Buy your boots. You don't really have much to do right here. This is really awkward. You can just play around Arione being fed. Try to scale up to that till
Get up.
of course
firm.
Lux. Use your W and E in your fountain right now. To start
W
stacking
and
your
E.
mana mint. Yep, just W and E right now and start going. Yep, W. Okay. You're doing it for your mana mint stacks.
Stacks off that? Oh, it does. Oh,
Yes.
man.
Spending mana and using auto attacks is where it comes from.
I thought it was just off of auto attacks.
Nope. So like every time you're in your fountain, you just immediately W and E.
Survival mode.
Oh my god, that sucks.
Oh boy. You're gonna
Yep.
go for it now.
Yep. Just back off. Wait for the fight to start before you do anything.
I will make a difference here.
Yeah, you have your ulti. You can kill Echo. You can kill Echo. Ult. Nice. Refillable. Pop your refillable.
Yeah, hello.
Nice dodge, Q. Keep Caitlyn in your picture. Yeah, make sure they're staying in your camera. Yep, so we can dodge those.
I hit it? Oh, no, I thought you blocked.
Survival is an instinct we all have.
Do not have cleanse to fight here.
Enemy rampage.
That's enough. The hunt will resume.
Eventually.
I need to gather my strength.
Alright, we got a pickaxe for the upgrade.
Yeah.
Yep. Pick up blue trinket too.
This
Nice.
skin is fashioned for survival. I'm home.
Okay, don't forget the EW. Yep, there you go. Every time. Once you have mana meter, or if you even have like tier by chance, you just it's like Ezreal, you're just queuing all the way to lane and stuff. Alright, so he's got his ulti up, so you gotta be really careful of him diving you, because he's gotta get out of jail free card here. Okay, he's going on Ivern. Q? W? Okay, that's fine. Oh, I mean, can't really do much for that. Maybe you W her? Yeah, W, you can ult on her. Ult, go! Oh, too late.
Yeah. I gotta do it right after.
Yep, gotta be quick with it. It's okay, it's good that we didn't at that point though, because Leona got really scary there. My god, Aatrox. What is going on?
I can make a difference there.
You got an EUA. Oh. Flash. Okay. Kite him. He's over the wall. He's a melee champ. He's over the wall. Nice. So we got in there. You might be able to ulti if Aatrox knocks her up. Yep. He didn't get it. Lux gets through. No. Lux, what are you doing? Oh my god. You can maybe we could ulti.
I might give up.
Look at Leona. W up on Leona. Up to the top left. Yep, right there.
There.
Oh, so close. Nice try. Nice try. If you hit that, you just ulti in, you Q immediately, and auto, and I think you kill her. Good try. Look at Caitlyn. Ult onto her. Nice. Good Q. One more auto.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, messed up.
Let's go. We take that. That was good. That was a shutdown. That was a good. You ulted to the right spot too, like away from Leona and Nico. That was good.
Can I get rid of the refillable, or should I just get rid of the driver?
I'd get rid of refillable right now. You're pretty stuck in your jungle, so the pink will help you like get some some safer vision for your team and stuff.
That
was a lot of damage.
Where's this?
Yep. So honestly, start looking to go bot.
Yeah.
Is that tower gonna die? Look at maybe we. Oh no.
That's a lot of ARAM.
Okay. W. She's dead. XD. What the fuck did I just watch? Okay, wave clear mid. Clear mid and then look to go catch top real quick. Okay, what the fuck, Lux? Take your red buff. Kite it up. Q it. Just use up cooldown. Fast as possible, and then run the top. You can pink the bush you're in right now. Alright,
this one.
Yeah. Put it more towards your base next time. So they have to go deeper into your jungle to clear it, even if it's just a couple steps. Look at the waves. So Krugs now. Yep. Krugs.
This isn't
Kite him up to the wave. And look to last hit minions in between. Like even just Q. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Okay, get those 2 casters and then go back to the Krogs. Nice, nice. That's good.
Yeah, Krogs reset.
It's fine. They're weak. We don't. Big deal. All right. We don't really have a buy, so just walk to mid. Yeah. You need about 200 gold for your Ginsus right now. Okay. Maybe. Okay, I ulted there, if you can. You got your E up, nice. Go, Echo behind, go and Echo, Okay, Echo and Caitlyn. Oh, Set's gonna fuck us. Close, yeah, they got a fucking big flank. It sucks that Yone died, he's kind of our win condition. So you got your Ginsus now. Oh, we can vote now. Yeah, vote now. It's not done. Pick up your Ginsus though.
They can't win off this, can they?
Huh?
No, they can't win off this.
No, they can't.
He doesn't have.
Their team, look, they don't know how to end this game or this rig, so this is like your best friend when they take an inhib because they're just gonna randomly be fighting. So if you guys just avoid fighting and they're not gonna know how to like rotate around the map, make sure you're WEing. Oh, you really want to get those stacks? They're really valuable. You're just gonna get free farm, so just go bot right now. I don't even care that Baron's up. You guys can't really fight Baron anyways, so. No.
Still don't.
Go bot. Oh, are they doing Baron? Wait, are they doing Baron?
Yeah, they're definitely doing Baron
I came
Okay,
for
maybe
the
maybe
hunt.
walk to
because
Baron.
the set showed.
Yeah.
Set showed
Just
hit.
walk to it, blue trinket it. Look to go on the Echo. Okay, yeah, they are actually doing it. Wow. Silver doing Baron. Never heard of that before. Watch out for Set. Oh my damage. Auto and ulti. Yeah, you're dead. Oh. That was weird. When he's ulting you, your Q looks insane.
Yeah, my Q is going everywhere.
Yeah. That's the problem. I don't think we would really win a Baron fight at this point anyways, but I don't, yeah, whatever. It is
Got
what
an
it is at that
animation bug going on.
Yeah, that sounds really satisfying. Really like to hear that one. It doesn't hurt our ears or anything.
Things we carry should lift us up, not worry.
Sometimes I need to treat myself.
Oh, trees.
I mean, that's like a peak top 10 character. It depends on the player, to be honest. Who knows? It could be about the same. The KR could be better. The EU could be better. I don't know about knowledge, because sometimes the mechanics are lack there when it comes to the discrepancy between like the top of the top players. It's not always knowledge. So that's kind of just a hard question. And I've never played on EU, so I don't know. Oh, Caitlyn got caught? Oh, she had a flash, nice. Look, take Caitlyn. Yep. Okay, just kite front to back, whoever you can hit. Look at the Echo like in your base right now. Yep. Nice. Okay, farm that bot wave, yep. Get the cannon. Oh, we'll rip the cannon. Oh, there's still a fight going on. Yeah, you got this. Whoa. Cleanse.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Okay, you're out. Nice. Okay, we can pick up our Stinger. And evolve our E. Nice. Use your W and use your E. Yep. Go bot. Get that XP. You guys don't look at their death timers. There's only 2 really dead Echoes about to respawn, so you're not really gonna be able to push. Your team's gonna get dragon, and you're just gonna get farm. So there's not enough time to really be able to push.
Can I fast push this?
Yeah, fast push it. Yeah, you're not able to freeze waves. Their team will just run it down at you. I wouldn't worry about freezing until, you know, just wouldn't worry about
Should I
freezing in
be
this
putting
game
into
right
my
now.
W over A?
I came back.
No,
from
no, no.
the
E max second always. Yeah, you're right on that. Hey, your Gromp is coming up, so you can look for that too. You can blue trinket that bush right to your bottom left. Yep, good one.
Feed the beast.
I think it'd even be better if we just blue trinketed that and didn't pink the blue buff bush yet. Because then you'll just know, like, if you see them walk over that blue trinket and kill it, you just know they're in your bottom side jungle. I think it's fine if Yone takes the red here. Maybe you pick set here. Yeah, Kate's bot. This is good. This is good. Go, 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 go. Don't ult. Don't ult. Don't ult. Play it slow. Go on Deco if you can. I think he. Yep. 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 Deco. 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 Yep. We get the kill. Nice. 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 Okay. So farm again. Farm again. Top. Top. Top wave. Top wave. Top wave. Top wave. Or if they keep fighting, we can kill Echo. But I think Echo's already dead. And we got the assist. Nice. Yeah, Caitlyn and Leona can't get their time. Go top.
An ally has been slain.
Oh my god. Is he actually going to make it? Just ping
Yeah,
him back.
make
Ping
it
him
out.
back. Ping him back. Ping him back. Yeah, I think going top's better here. This fight should not happen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. How did Echo outplay them? Wow. I guess my bad on that call, but fucking Echo should never outplay them there. What the fuck?
I
It's
assumed they
3v1.
had that, but guess not. And,
Yeah, I did too. That is really tragic.
it was down 300.
So just do not die. Let them take inhib. Do not die. Stay on your turret. Stay on your turret.
Yeah, I was just gonna try
Just
and
wait for Ivern, wait for
stuff back
Aatrox.
here.
Yep. The biggest mistake you can do right now is think that you can defend this inhib. There's no way to defend this. It is actually totally fine if they get this inhib too. No, what? Who cares? All they did was get kills in an inhib. They're already winning. Get the farm.
Yeah, no objectives up, so I'm not worried about
Yep,
it.
exactly. I mean, inhib's an objective, but no Baron.
I mean major.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like Baron will be up before the inhib respawns, but it's not a big deal. Like they're just giving you mid farm at this point with inhib because they don't know how to end the game. So we take that. Yep, just get that farm. Go get your item. Go get your Natural's Tooth. Natural's Tooth.
For the moment.
Yeah, just walk back. You can just eat. No, no, no. Oh, you should go get it before this fight. It's too late. Too late. You're committed. You're committed. Yone troll. This is super hard. Just try to wave clear. They don't have Baron, so they don't have very good. Go. You should try to push out mid wave quick. Watch out for Set. He'll shit on you. Don't. Yeah. Stay away from the wall. Okay, E. Run away. Just run away. Man, their Echo is hard killing. Stay mid. Stay mid. Look at the mid wave. Kill the mid wave. Kill the mid wave. Just give bot. Just give bot. Yeah, your team is fighting nothing. Kill Echo with a Q. Q. E into base. Natural's quick. Buy Natural's quick. Buy Natural's quick. Okay. It's fine. Try to kill Caitlyn. Q. If you get into Q range of her, you can maybe do something. Like E into range of her and Q. Auto Q to E. W. You gotta go quick. You gotta go really quick. Oh, I don't upgrade it. That's just okay. Honestly, like, as wow, you should report Yone. Anyways, even though like we lost off that end of the game play, like, well, we still had the right calls. The only arguable call was us not going to the Echo fight, but that was kind of just a tragedy. And I'm pretty sure that Echo was just smurfing. Actually, what was your IGN again?
Sorry, what's up?
What was your IGN again? Actually, isn't it?
Just Tilt. Oh, what my summoner name is?
Yeah,
Just Tilt?
summoner name. Just Tilt?
Yep.
Okay, same thing. I'm just curious about. Yone trolled super hard. Welcome to 10.16. Yeah, for real. Oh no, that Echo just popped off. Honestly, could be. Whatever. First time. Yeah, I think. Whatever. Anyway, let me get this set up real quick. Should be banned in rank. That's what they do. That's what he is in Korea. You can't pick them for like a week or two after they're released. Look at your damage. Just click on the game and go to like the graphs.
Wrong one. Highlights. Wait, mass history.
Yeah. Pretty low. It would have been. We probably got all
most
of it towards the end of the game.
comes from me.
But
Tripled
I mean,
my damage. Yeah.
This was a bit of a game where there's a lot we could have done better, but nonetheless, your top and support also did not help you out. But I would say that it's definitely a carryable game with you and Yone. If we, all right, let me. I gotta get this set up. I'm fucking trolling myself. Epic pen. You can stop sharing your screen now.
Ah, gotcha.
I'll turn it on in a second. Which one are we? We're down to here at this point. Okay. Share my screen. Let me know when you're seeing it.
Ah, yeah, I see.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so first thing, if you're coming into lane and you have the priority, so like you're in lane alone right now, right? So you just
Right.
want to start out by hitting this like twice and then maybe hit a caster once. Just starts the push for you. And you really want to hit level 2 first. Since you're two ranged champions, Leona's going to have a really hard time walking up to try to help Caitlyn pushing, so you're usually going to have the push anyways, but Caitlyn is very good at pushing because of her range, so she's kind of a rare champ where just because it's a melee versus usually when it's like an AD, like let's say their bot lane's, range and melee, which is Caitlyn Leona. Usually if you're double range like Lux Kaisa, you're gonna get level 2 pretty much guaranteed. But Caitlyn's one of those champions that can kind of even it out because of her range being so long and her Q also having extra like push power. So we just want to hit these minions and try to get the wave in our favor. Because we again keep in mind you will always hit level 2 on the second wave after all 3 melees are dead. That will always give you level 2 if you've missed no XP. So your goal in bot lane is usually to push for level 2 and try to get those first three the first 3 melees in the second wave. And the first person to kill this wave, is going to usually have the priority on hitting these minions when they're walking into you. So you get the first couple hits on them. Whereas like if you're being pushed in, Caitlyn gets to hit the new wave coming in first because she starts hitting it up here, where her wave has to come all the way up here before you can start hitting it, right? So that's why she'll usually hit level 2 first on you. So you can just start hitting them, make it a little bit in your favor. Try to just start to push out. Hey, no. Sorry, my dog is. No. But yeah, just get the wave in your favor like that. So see how now you've got one more minion than her.
Yeah.
And now, instead of walking away, which was good actually when you did because she was walking into you. So that time was actually good to walk away. But you could have actually probably just walked into her here with an auto Q because you already have the wave in your favor. So if she autos you, she's going to take this damage and she's going to take your auto Q. So if these were her 2 minions here instead of yours, you would have just been running away already because she's going to walk up with them and you don't want to be in range to get autoed by her, right?
Right.
So now we don't want to be so far back because we want to use these 2 minions to let us start hitting these already so we can hit level 2 first.
Okay, so where I walked back, where should I walk into? Should I be walking down towards Lux?
You should just be walking like, yeah, you can come down here. Exactly. This would be a good spot to come right behind these minions. Because so Caitlyn has long range, right? So you want to kind of go diagonal to her. It puts more space between you guys. This would be okay too right now because she kind of has to hit these minions because she needs to try to get level 2. If you come here and she hits you while you're hitting a minion, obviously don't let her hit you too much, but she's kind of sacrificed getting level 2 first. If she puts an auto onto you and you put an auto onto this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So your priority here is like, okay, I know my wave I cleared their wave first, so I can walk up behind my minions and start to hit this minion. Try to think about not taking too much damage for her. But if she's spending time into trying to hit you, that's time that she's not spending into hitting these, which is just going to make it easier for you to hit level 2 first because these minions are already pushing these ones anyways. So they're if she's like not hitting these at all, these 2 minions are going to damage this one. So if it's like maybe down to this much HP, when the next wave comes in, you've already got the priority because this minion's just a little bit lower on HP. So it makes it easier for you to hit level 2 first because you're going to kill those minions faster, right?
Right.
So that's why we come up and I'm like, all right, just try to push whatever she hits you, whatever. Not a big deal because in Caitlyn versus, just getting level 2, even if you're a little bit hurt by her, you just win level 2 first. So using your Q here is good too to push it. Just try to shove it because with the early minion advantage we had, we really kind of want to avoid like she's gonna hit 2 off this, you're gonna hit 2 off this because first 3 melees, the rest are casters. So okay, I know when my minion dies, these 2 are gonna hit level 2. So that's why when you walk here and Leona's in this bush, it's really scary because you know that Leona's going to kill this minion or Caitlyn's going to kill this minion. They're going to hit level 2 and Leona's going to try to engage onto you. Level 1, Leona can't engage onto you, right? She doesn't have her combo, her EQ. So you're not really afraid of the Leona at level 1. You're only really worried about Caitlyn auto, but you have 2 ranged champions. That's why it makes it easier for you to push because Caitlyn can't really dominate you so hard when there's 2 people that can hit her and Leona can't do anything down here because she's level 1, wherever she is.
I was just thinking the idea like since how the minions are positioned right now and where I'm at. If I auto this one that dies, and yeah, that one's gonna die. But I figured the minions are gonna move up, and I'm still gonna have enough space to get behind the caster, so she can't E-May.
Right. Well, I mean, she can E through casters. Like minions don't stop her E. What? Sorry.
Oh, she can eat. They can eat through minions. I didn't know that.
Yeah, right. Leona's E doesn't hit minions. But if this is like Blitzcrank in this bush, this is a good spot to be in. So that's why like I just know because I know Leona's range. If you're not really ready for her to step out, like basically once she gets right here, this is the tip of her E range, and I just know this because I've played a lot of League of Legends and I've been hit by a lot of Leona E's. So I've learned to stand a little bit further back of just what I feel like her range is. So if you actually instead of being right here, just came up right here, this would be way better. Because then now Leona, like the difference between here to here and here to here is pretty big. In terms of like distance. Like this is out of her range, this is in her range. So
I wasn't thinking about the E going through minions.
Right.
Yeah,
so
would be something
and that's what we got to
time.
think about. Yeah, every time you come into lane, just think about like how do I die? And just play around that. Like that's kind of your first step. And then once you get used to playing around how will I die, you can start playing around like how do they die? Because if you're avoiding your death, then you can play a lot more to kill them, especially, in this elo. She's probably not gonna like, for example, Lux queuing her is kind of her priority, but she's probably going to spend a lot more time looking at you. And that's the mistake a lot of people make is, right, in bot lane, you need to worry a lot more about the support than the AD carry early on. Not to say you don't want to worry about this Caitlyn, but the Leona has a lot more potential to kill you than Caitlyn does. Like, Caitlyn can't kill you unless Leona stuns you. Or unless you're, like, running into Caitlyn, you know what I mean? Like, unless you're just kind of feeding her, but... So, like, she stepped out of that bush, okay. Now you're fine, but see, you were okay when you hit this. She's walking up now, so you need to see her taking that step up and immediately take the step back. Which is what I was saying like later in this game. I was like, as soon as you see Leona walking at you, you have to walk away. Because if she gets into that E range for just a second, like she's about to, you get hit by it, just the tip of it, immediately. Even though you survived this, still feels really bad because now you don't get to farm because you're super low, right?
Yeah.
So this can lose your lane. Just literally not respecting Leona's E range one single time, lane's lost. Whereas up until this point, you're in a good spot. You're going to level 2 first. So play around whoever has the most kill pressure in the lane. You see Leona, she was like walking like this, and then as soon as she turned into you, okay, I need to turn away from her. Or if it's already too late, now your first thing should be I need to take a sidestep somewhere. If I can't outrun the skill shot, like let's say this is Blitzcrank right here, his hook goes to like all the way over here, right? So you're already in range of it. You can't outrun it. So in this case, you'd be like, okay, I'm in a bad spot already. I have to try to just juke it instead of just trying to outrun it. But better yet, just against Blitzcrank, you stand behind the minions. Yeah, just use something like range or whatever, like a unit block to try to protect yourself. But that hurts you really bad. Now you're just kind of like, shit, gotta wait for the wave to come into me, which is fine because you're gonna be able to, like, now you're gonna farm. You're still gonna have a hard time last hitting because they can pressure you. You're still gonna get CS, but you should realize this is a lot worse than it like. It feels bad, but it's actually a lot worse than it like it actually feels. Like you still feel somewhat okay farming this, but just know like you get dove now. You can get hit by one more Leona combo. You could die. Two Caitlyn autos. You could die like an auto Q auto from Caitlyn. Or if Lux gets a root now, you can't do anything because you're too low to follow up. If Ivern wants to gank, you're too low to follow up, right?
Right.
So that's why this hurts us so much. Like, yeah, we can still farm, but we kind of our chance to win the lane, like through getting a kill, is gone until we get our health back. So now instead of being able to have any kill chance or anything, like now I'm just AFK mode and hoping I can farm. Which your Kaisa, your late game is really good. You will scale, but we kind of still want to have a decent early game too. We don't want to take the damage and just have to force ourselves into playing like this AFK game because we want to be able to punish them when they make a mistake, like this Caitlyn being this slow and walking up. By the way, right here with Ivern Q, if you just autoed her instead of Eing, you'd get put in range of her, so then you can auto her and then E or something.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was gonna miss that.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, but yeah. When you see him land it though, like don't cast the E, right? He already landed it, and then you cast E. So if you're casting E, like if you didn't cast E and you clicked her, you'd be pulled right here, and then you could probably kill her. You could even like auto her, flash over here, W her, or maybe she's just dead. Whatever you feel is right in the moment. But when you E, it won't let you teleport to her because it's like based on like autoing. It's really weird. Ivern's Q is kind of a little weird interaction with Kaisa's E, but yeah, we come back to lane. We're really low. They're pretty low, but we're still going to be kind of afraid of a gank. We see Echo in mid right here, but fuck, no one told me the webcam is too big over the minimap. God dang it, guys. It's only over their base, so I guess. So. Top lane, though, it sucks. Shit.
There's nothing to see up there.
Top lane's an island. Yeah, and then where was it? Like, I think did we W for something here? Is this where you W for her? I don't know. Where do we use mana? Maybe we Q. Why do we go out of mana? Yeah, this W. This is also like I think we did this a couple times, right? We just go out of mana for no reason.
Yeah.
Like now you're out of mana. Now you're gonna be able to farm with your W, your Q, whatever. Like, and even if you hit Leona with this W, it's not gonna do anything to her. It's not gonna drop her low enough that makes her like afraid of you. You're already so low that this W hitting her just pretty much does nothing. Yeah, it drops her a little bit lower, but it doesn't save you. It doesn't threaten her enough, right? We care more about having the mana to be able to farm. Or if Lux gets a snare, then maybe we can W combo that and actually pick up a kill. So try to avoid being like unless you really need to. Like right now, if this was your last bit of mana to Q these, that's a different story. Like to get some minions under your turret, but that's what we actually want the mana for at that point. And then when we kind of have a big wave stocking up, so we just at this point want to try to push it in so we can recall. And honestly, with you being this low, if their bot lane did recall, which I think they do, no, they didn't. So if they did recall, and they come back fully, like somewhat like are obviously like full HP, then you just have to like when Leona comes back to lane out. I think now you just have to recall no matter what. Even if Lux doesn't die here, you recall. Because you're just too low to be able to even farm. So it's gonna feel bad because you're missing a lot of XP at this point in the lane. But this is literally a result of level 2. That's why it's so important we stayed healthy. Because it follows us all the way until we recall. It's still following us. We're still watching this wave just get pushed. Thankfully, they didn't let it push into them, but we kind of just like have to back. Well, okay. So if you know wave management much, this wave, your wave's bigger than theirs right now, so it's going to push into them if nobody touches it. But for some reason, their bot lane pushes it back into you. If they just didn't touch the wave and let it come into them, you are not going to get any of these minions, right? Because they're going to zone you.
Right.
So you have to recall. But I think we find out that they just push it into you, and that just lets you kind of sit under your turret in a really safe spot and look to catch the XP like you do. But we're still, even though we're getting XP, we're losing the gold because we just, obviously Lux died, but we're just really unhealthy. So like, as you know, as weird as it seems, literally level 2 has kept you locked out of laning for this long, right? As we kind of said, it doesn't feel terrible in the moment because you survived, but in the long run, you're just losing. You're losing out on CS and XP. And as the Caitlyn, I would be super happy watching this Kaisa just fall further and further behind her XP. But also as the Caitlyn, I wouldn't miss as much CS as she does because she shouldn't be missing any CS because there's no pressure from you.
Yeah, I think we're still like 15 and she was
Mhm.
only 8 CS up.
Yeah. So the way I'd play this is just pay attention to where Leona is and try to stay away from her, and try to juke her E. Because as soon as she looks at you, she's run at you. So like avoid putting yourself on this wall because it makes it really easy for skill shots to hit you on walls. I think you can play this better if you come out down here because then they have to run into the Ivern, and you can just cut them off. Right, Ivern goes this way, and you're coming here. You pinch them like this. But if you come
So,
this way,
so
then they
like
can just
my
engage on you.
so like my thought here is if I just sit if I sat here,
Uh,
the the casters and everything would still get Ivern. So I figured if I aggroed the wave and went this way, everything would pull.
you don't want to aggro the wave with this low of HP. That's a lot of damage. You just want Ivern to get the root off, and then you can follow in with the Q. So, like, see, just literally Leona gets on you, she just solo kills you. Like, even with this much HP, Leona can solo kill you. Welcome to support in 2020, dude. So, even if you do go here, like, you really have to respect Leona and not auto. Like, you see Leona running at you? Like, the way her champion's facing, she's looking straight at you, right?
Yeah.
This tells you she's trying to E you. So, until you see her use her E, even if you are in this case, or if you're over here, you're not running in to hit Caitlyn until that's used on someone else or missed. That's her win condition right now, is stunning you. If you get stunned, you die. Or you take a shit ton of damage. So even though, yeah, we just get nicked by her. I think if you didn't auto the Caitlyn one time, I think the Leona you wouldn't nick you. Like you'd be able to get out of range of it. But it's entirely just pay attention to the support and try to stay out of range of her. But I really want to stress that this is all the last 4 minutes of you being this low on HP and mana are all because at level 2 you didn't respect her. Level 2 is the biggest spike in the game. Like in terms of laning. Level 2 is for Leona, like engage supports, you have to respect their level 2. And that's why you really want to hit level 2 before they're going to hit level 2 so that when you're level 2 and they're level 1, you can pressure them hard. They can't contest you anymore. So you can just push the wave in, and then the wave's too big for them to be able to fight you. And then by level 3, you're in a safer spot. You've maybe made Caitlyn miss stuff, but you're pretty healthy and you're in a good spot. So you can just like back up and let the wave come back into you. Or just like you can play a lot safer from there on out instead of getting forced on at level 2 or level 3, and then next 4 minutes become really difficult. Unless you get like somehow your jungler bails you out or you get a nice recall off. So you really just got to focus on laning and like avoiding like really pay attention to identifying what their win condition is. And that's usually tends to be like if X ability hits me, I'm dead. What ability is that, right? Just in champ select and lobby and loading screen, just look at who you're laning against and think. Caitlyn's not going to kill me, so Leona, I literally just have to pay attention to where is Leona. Obviously, I have to respect Caitlyn's range too, but the kill pressure comes from where Leona is standing, not where Caitlyn is standing. So like if Leona's standing AFK behind her, you can actually play a little bit more aggressive onto Caitlyn. But if Leona's standing right next to the Caitlyn, then you can never get in Caitlyn's range because if you're in Caitlyn's range, Leona's in your range. And yeah, just W here.
And this is right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you don't
should have
need
just
ulti.
W.
Ulti's too long of a cooldown. We finally get our mana immune, we get recalled. We're actually like, we're pretty even in CS because Caitlyn, just can't farm. So it's not the worst spot for you, but it could be a lot better. Could be a lot better, and that's all pure. Again, I'm just gonna keep stressing it because it's all the level 2. Biggest mistake was just level 2. Um, Yeah, I don't even know how much more to even try to look at. Like, I mean, obviously I will look at more, but like the level 2 was the biggest mistake in the entire game. As small as it seemed, as small as it sounds, or weird as it sounds, I promise you the level 2 is the biggest mistake you made.
Yeah, I got that from I got from the level 2 and how everything played out is
Yeah.
I played the lane wrong.
Mhm. This was close. So, just looking for ultis. It also just depends on where people are. So the reason I was saying, oh, if you hit Kaisa, Caitlyn with W here, you can kill her. It's because she's kind of in your range, right? And also you saw Echo go over here. So you can hit her and then ulti this side and then kill Caitlyn real quick and then run away. Or if she flashes or heals, you just run away too. But you can't, like, if you go up here or if you chase Caitlyn, then Echo can, like, get back in over the wall or come behind you. So you'd want to
I
play over
mean, even
here.
doing this isn't a little risky because I have no clue where Leona was, which we end up seeing even
Yeah,
after I
yeah.
hit the W.
Well,
Leona was there. It was literally right on her side.
Well, you hit the W and then Leona. I don't think Leona shows up until way back here. But if it's like quick, you can literally a W into an R right here and a Q in auto. She's immediately dead. You can just immediately walk away, and you've cleansed, so you'll be fine. Leona's not gonna kill you. But that's why you just play
Gotcha.
away from the Echo. So if Leona does hit you over here, Echo can't hit you, right? So and you also saw the reason you can do this is if Echo was like still right here, you can't do it. But you saw Echo go up here, and you still see him, of
Yeah.
course. But so there's a little small window to maybe get a kill where like if you didn't back up after you sent this W, you'd be in range right now. And there really wasn't a reason for you to walk backwards after the W anyways, right? Like, why did we step
Right.
back? What are you afraid of at that time? There's no one on top of you. But yeah, once you saw Leona, then don't go into her. That was the right call. So we're just farming mid. Then you pushed out mid whenever you could. You rotate through here. You respect the pings right here. This was really scary. Got to E quick. I think he barely gets you, and then thankfully this actually ends up being okay. The face check was bad, but it turns out somewhat positive. Played it slow. Nice. I like that you come back in with a little low HP. It's like we need to. And then if he does knock her up, you'll get your ulti. You might just consider ulting. You're not gonna ult right away, but you'll just think about it. And here goes Lux again. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. And then yeah, we see Leona play, and I like that you look for this here too, right? You saw Leona move up here, so you can assume she's somewhere in this area that you can maybe W her ult onto her. Same thing as killing, just immediately Q auto, and she's gonna die. And this was good too. Your positioning on your ulti wasn't bad here. It's pretty good. Caitlyn gets hit. She separates herself, and then you ulti. Oh my god, what happened? Where was this? Did I pass it? No, it should be around here, right?
Almost.
Yeah, it's like right here. Yeah. Yep. So good at ulti position. You put yourself on the right side of her. Yeah, this is really good away from these guys, so you can just be solo onto her. But just
Yeah,
know,
I missed it. I accidentally canceled my auto there.
yeah, but just know one thing, or something to note is when you get here. So at this point, she's still in your range. You don't need to keep walking into her like you do. Like you E and you end up like over here more, but you could just stand right here and then as soon as you kill her, start walking away. That might give you more chances to escape here. But either way, your ult position was actually good. That was a nice ulti into a kill, and we take it. We got a shutdown on that kill, and then we get a nice free kill here again. So just when you are at this point in the game, if your team's losing, don't get baited into like doing ARAM fights over and over and over and over. Look for like the side lanes like we kind of did, where we trying to catch farm. Like right here, you came mid, you pushed out the wave. All right, instead of sitting mid AFK for a bit, we know that there's people low, and then we saw that other people like duck down this way. So okay, we know our top side's pretty clear. So their team's obviously gonna meet more likely. You can't meet the mid wave all the way up here, right? You'll die because their team's
Yeah.
fed. So their team's gonna push this up, so you can just wait for them to push that up, and in the downtime, you can come get this red buff and maybe go catch this top wave real quick, and then come back to mid when you need to, when you see them
Yeah, I
pushing
saw
it up.
Dragon up, so I figured this is probably the only thing I could do at this point.
Yeah, and Dragon
Since all their team's
Dragon
going to
was
be over
doomed.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just always take the jungle camps when you're farming too, like you did here. And then we rotate back down. This was good. So like right now, what I'd be thinking is Caitlyn's pushing bot, so there's gonna be a wave crashing under bot turret. So if there's no fight immediately right here, or if this fight looks bad to me, I'm just gonna ignore it and go catch the spot wave. But obviously they start fighting, so we're here for that. But now that also tells you that Caitlyn's not here for this fight, also, right? So you held off. I think we ulti onto the Nico. Yeah, we get the kill. Aatrox gets killed, whatever. So this is where it just comes bad. And this is just like because your team as a whole right now should just be backing up because Caitlyn is rotating. She's not here anymore on the map. And she ulted someone, so you know she's close. So it's just gonna be you guys aren't gonna win the 4v4, especially with your most fed character dead. So you know, you might be able to recognize this and back up. Hopefully you can ping it and your team follows, but your team might just commit here and it's just going to be a bad fight. Like, this is just doomed at this point if you guys don't leave. And that's not even like we're talking about. But at this point, we're doing good stuff. Like, well, I guess we face check Baron. So this is where, do we go bot or do we go Baron? What are the odds that we can steal this Baron with how fed their team is? It's 34 to 17. It's probably like, do we even fight them for this? Can we? I don't know. Like, maybe we just get. I'd say the only thing that can happen here is that Ivern can steal it. That is the only way you guys win. And even if he steals it, you guys aren't going to win the fight. So he steals it, and hopefully your whole team is not in the pit to die, and then all four of you just keep the Baron. So I would honestly say fuck the Baron here. If this was a closer game, I would say yeah, come here, right? If it's fightable. But you guys are going to get smacked like you do. So I would just come bot and catch that big juicy bot wave and hope my Ivern steals that shit. That's what I'm hoping for in this case. So, you know, at least we get some farm instead of just being dead for 30 seconds, which means we're getting no resources. Yeah, dude, Set is so strong. I think maybe if you autoed him and ultied up here, you maybe could have got away from him, but it'd still be close. Yep, so respawn, we farm, we go catch. No one on our team's catching that bot
Actually,
wave.
I wonder how that interaction would work.
Yep. So after
like if he was close enough and I tried to
ahead.
ult, would he actually catch me in the ult?
Oh yeah, he can pull you out of your ulti. He can fucking just literally that's like clothesline into a suplex, dude.
Yeah.
Savage. But
Because
yeah,
I'm just thinking how that Q went, and like that was a little bit ridiculous.
yeah, it
how
looked
the
really
animation went.
fucking weird, dude. I was like losing my mind when I saw it. I was like, what is going on? But so right now, if you're seeing, okay, the super minions are worth a lot, but now there's 4 people who are going to be sharing this one. The rest of the wave is just a normal wave. The super minions, yeah, we want those. But after that, like, okay, these guys can have this. I'm just gonna go catch this bot wave alone and get my own XP, not share that shit, because shared XP is diminished by a lot. So the rest of the wave, you just, where's the next closest wave? There's a bot wave, just immediately run to it like you do. Catch, even if it's just a little bit to catch, you got level 12 off of it. Fantastic, you know what I mean? And now you can just leave the turret. Great. At least you got 3 minions that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Like, that's literally what we're looking for. Like, we like that as AD carry. We want everything we can get. So, like, at this point, you know, this inner turret's pretty much just gone, so we're just going to give that. And in the meantime, if there's a mid wave, I'll catch that while my team does nothing under this turret. Okay. I think this fight was, yeah, I like the way you're playing this. I like your position even. Just so when you are here, what you should be thinking about is where's Leona, right? Where's Leona or where's Set? Because those are the people that'll engage onto you. So, you know, that's just when you come into a game like this, you don't even really need to think about like, yeah, I'm thinking about Caitlyn in terms of like I want to damage her or kill her. But in terms of your own safety, you have to think about where's Leona, where's Set. Because if Caitlyn's right here and I'm trying to walk up to hit her, but Leona's right here, I can't do it anymore. Leona's over here, Caitlyn's right here, but Set's right here, still can't walk up to here to hit her, right? Like you don't. I know you do it safe. You do well right here. But just that's what you should be thinking about. Not just because, like, don't just be afraid of them because they're strong. Have a reason. I'm afraid to walk up here because of these two, not because of Caitlyn. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that if you find yourself in the situation and you see that Set and Leona are both like over here and Caitlyn's for some reason right here alone, and I can just like get onto her with like an isolated Q into a W, like I can probably pop her. I mean, if Caitlyn's super fed, probably not. But in this case, Caitlyn wasn't that strong this game. It was Set and Echo. So what you're just afraid of now is
my thinking there when I came up is that Caitlyn was the only one that was in front of me, and if Set does walk up, I still had ult or flash to get away.
And you just have to be ready to space it. So, and you don't really want to like rely on your ult or flash necessarily, like that's kind of last resort. So you just like, if you start walking up here and you see Set walking up, you just immediately walk away and just let him just say, okay, Set, there you are. I see you, bro. Like,
gotcha.
What, Mobies. Pog. I just saw that chat. I didn't even notice that until you said that in chat, dude. But same thing with Echo, right? If Echo's alone over here and I'm like over here, I could probably hit him right now. But if Leona's right next to him here and I'm right here, I shouldn't be right here because Leona will go on me and then I'm dead.
Yeah.
So what I'm looking for, like if Leona Echo are here together, I'm like, yeah, I want to hit Echo. But if I see Leona Zenith Blade on someone else and I'm over here, I can go on Echo. But if I haven't seen her use her E, I can't go on Echo because she's gonna E me. I'm just always assuming that as AD carry. That's how you're kind of team fighting. Where's their threats, and are they giving me the room to like fight their carries? But yeah, then we came in at the perfect time, right as Yone ulted. Like that was a good little execute where you walked up on as soon as he ulted them and finished them off. I wasn't like saying you did anything wrong there. I was just using this as an example to like point out what your thought process should be. See, like this is Leona. I think. Well, it depends on who Leona wants to stun. But even like right here, right? You're like, I'm hitting set, but look at where Leona is. She can
Yeah, I
very
should have
easily get onto you.
faced
So like,
that.
so
Yeah.
you're kiting the right way. Like you're hitting him and kiting away from her, which is good. But you know,
Yeah,
just
here is still my thought. Like like I'm safe with the minion in front of me with the Leona, right?
yeah, exactly. So just think, okay, I see Leona's kind of coming at me, so like I might, you know, if she's slowly closing the gap, but I can't even kite him anymore. I have to give up the autos and just actually run away. Because if she hits you, you're immediately dead.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then here you see her ulti, and then like I think she could have killed you right here. She just decided to go on Yone, which makes sense because he's so fed. But like now I just saw her Zenith Blade. She just used it this way. Now I know I can kill him. Well, I mean, there's a Nico E2 to worry about, but like, you know, again, thought process. You have cleanse, so you can cleanse like a Nico E or a Leona Q, but you're not going to be able to do both. So like, you know, just Leona's stun onto me is down. You can go a lot more aggressively like you do, and then almost get popped. I think the ulti's kind of scary because you go, yeah. I mean, this is just like playing a lot of Kaisa. I guess will help you, but you know, what I'd be thinking of ulting here is after this goes away, I would try to ult up to here instead of like over to here, just because you can still hit set from here, right? And then you can run away. But if you go here, you could very easily get jumped on by these two, because you go a little bit to the op. You see that, like,
Yeah, I went too far. Yeah.
yeah, just go more towards your base. Go to the safer spot. No, we're playing slow here. Yeah, I think the one. So small criticism, well, small. This is actually something that you can use to your advantage quite well. When you go ulting, think about where you're ulting. Where should you ulti right now?
I was thinking I could ulti into the bush.
Oh, yeah, that was exactly where you should have gone. I think we just maybe misclicked it because we don't go into the bush all the way.
Yeah, I didn't go into the bush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was actually, yeah, you're actually right. If you're intending to go in the bush, that's good. You should have been in the bush. So nothing there, I guess. Yeah, in the bush would have been nice. Just because you would see Nico still, and she can't break vision, and then also you're not in vision right away either, unless they happen to have a ward in it. So you're gonna get your first auto off for free. And then I really like that after the this is where it kind of dooms. So
Yeah,
normally,
this is
you
where it
know,
all goes
this is gonna be
downhill.
a pretty safe play because Echo's 1v4 right now. But and honestly, a lot of time is I wouldn't even worry like if you see Caitlyn and Leona coming or there's like strong people and you're like, this looks bad, then just danger ping this and just don't even fight it anymore. Like try to get your team out of it and just go catch the side waves. Yeah, I mean, looking at this, how does this even go so poorly? It's literally he's on. I have no idea how this goes so poorly. Yone has his ulti and he doesn't use it. No, he used it on the Nico and them. I guess his ulti is just visual bugged with the. Yeah, this was tragic, man.
And
So
I'm not really sure how they
I will
juked him
admit
out
that
to do
it ends up
that.
being very bad that we didn't go on the Echo. But honestly, if he was able to 1v4 them and look at how healthy he is, he probably would have 1v5.
Yeah,
like,
regardless if you didn't say anything, I still would have walked away because I thought they should have been able to get a 3v1 on.
yeah. And honestly, I would think like if they couldn't kill him and he stayed that healthy, like I don't know if you even would have made a difference. So I'd say this is definitely the more consistent play to go for this, and then the Krugs. You would take the Krugs too, but obviously you have to. Actually, I think you kind of have to recall the Winter Turret, but maybe you had time to take Krugs, but it would have been greedy. So like right now you're gonna push out mid, and you're just gonna go catch that juicy little bot wave there, right? Like we do. or Yone goes bot, so maybe we leave it for him. Or I guess everybody goes bot because their whole team ends up being bot. But like right now, okay, if there's no wave right here, what I'm thinking of is if they don't have the time to push like with a wave directly on them, I want to be mid trying to clear this wave out before this wave gets up here so that I can, even if I'm able to just kill the super, I can rotate back down to here. But if the super stays alive, they're going to get all the way to my Nexus turrets, and I don't want that to happen while we're still under this turret, because now this is gone for sure. But if I can somehow clear this wave out, or if I can manage to kill just the super, then I can rotate back to this turret and help defend. Because the super is what makes it push all the way up, right? Otherwise, your minions can actually fight the 6v6. But if the super's alive, they get fucking wrecked.
Got it.
So instead of just like sitting on this turret right now, I'd be like, okay, there's no wave here yet. I need to go mid now and just try to push it out. See, because we're just kind of dancing with them on a turret with no wave even there. So nothing, like just wasted time
Yeah,
right
I was
now.
fighting mouth thing.
Yeah. And then I don't know what happens here. Aatrox gets fucking wrecked somehow. It was actually 3v4 in your team's favor because Set and Caitlyn were mid. And then your team dies. And I think you just, yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was the end of it.
Yeah. But seriously, level 2 is like if you can just get used to identifying how the waves should go, or like when you're the losing side, like let's say you have the Leona here, is if you're Leona Kaisa against Caitlyn Lux, your level 1 is going to be played where, I mean, if you get this advantage, you can maybe push this wave out ASAP to try to just get the whole wave. But usually if let's say Caitlyn and Lux are here and you're Kaisa Leona over here, you are literally just going to be sitting here watching her push into you, and you're going to not take damage because you need to stay healthy so that if Leona is able to get an engage, you're able to fight it. But if you let them poke you while if you try to go for every minion and Caitlyn pokes you and then like Lux is also poking you and you drop to like half HP by the time you're level 3, now if Leona engages, you still lose just because you're going to die too fast. So that's like, if you feel like you're a losing lane, just maybe, okay,
Just
if they have a lot of poke, yeah, just try to let them get the push into you and just catch as much as, try to just stay in XP range if they're zoning you. If they're letting you walk up to last hit, always do that. But just pay attention to that. If they're standing next to their melees, you probably can't come up and hit this because they'll hit you. If the Caitlyn's standing back here, you can probably come up and hit this because you're out of range, right? From here, you're autoing this, and she's all the way back here, you're not going to get autoed. So just pay attention to where they're standing. But yeah, you're pretty much going to let them push into you and wait for your engage support to get an actual engage. And just trying to catch as much XP and gold while staying as healthy as possible. And then cooldowns. Really think about cooldowns. Like, because, if you're against, again, let's just use the same example. Actually, we can use Leona Caitlyn as the example. If Leona's down here and you stand up here and you see her Zenith Blade, nothing, right? She misses her E. You've got about 8 seconds now that Leona can't engage on you. So that might be 8 seconds for you and Lux to like poke, or for 8 seconds for you to farm for free. Like, I know that if this minion gets low and like Leona missed her E out of this bush, then I can actually walk up and get this because Leona can't E me. But and maybe after I kill this one and this one, her E's back off cooldown. So on this one, I have to be afraid again. Same with like, it's the same concept in team fights. You do the same thing in laning phase. What's their threat? And where are they standing? Are they letting me get Are they letting me hit their Caitlyn? Are they letting me hit their minion? You know what I mean? So just I think about cooldowns and think about threats as AD carry. A lot of it is just what's the biggest threat to you and trying to just play away from that.
So I do have one question though for this ends.
Mm-hmm.
So say if they were engaging on me on that, what's the first thing I should worry about in a wave for like a fight? Should I be trying to get rid of the caster minions first, or just stick where I am and just melee minions?
In a
doesn't really
fight?
matter.
Or wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, like if I know like so later on when I know the Ivern's coming in.
Okay. Let me get there.
Yeah.
It was like right here. No. This one? Or the one later with the big wave? This one?
The one with the big wave. Yeah.
This one right here. Well, Lux inted, so it was lost. So.
I don't think it was this one. There was one where Lux was alive and I kited up towards the wall.
Oh yeah. I remember which one you're talking about now. Right here. Yeah. Okay, so what's the question?
So during this, should I just like push up the wave to set up for the fight, or do I just sit back and wait? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I should set up for my jungle to fight then.
So what you can try to do is like pretend like you have no idea your jungler's coming. if you think like if they're trying to play really aggressive, you can like walk up like you're gonna hit this minion, and then maybe Leona takes a step up, and then you do that as Ivern's like coming in. You walk up to hit this minion, make baits Leona into stepping up. Maybe Caitlyn does too, and then as they get here, like in E range of you, you dodge it, but then Ivern's already here, so then once he starts walking in, you start walking in too. But just again, play around the like, play around the threat. So with the wave, you can't really hit the wave. Okay, you try maybe you try to auto the wave until Ivern comes in like you do. But at this point, you don't want to queue the wave really because you want your queue for hitting Caitlyn or
Okay.
Leona. And it's a long cooldown, especially if it's your W. So in terms of the wave, just really try to like right now you could maybe like auto this one to last hit it real quick before you fight since Ivern's not in yet. But I would try to act like I'm just farming the wave. And then once Ivern gets to the point where I think we can run at them, like he's already in far enough, then I'll like start to walk up.
Got
Because
it.
you can kind of bait Leona into like trying to take an aggressive stance onto you because she thinks she can hit you when you're farming the minion or something, but you're just trying to space it. And then again, when you get in the spot, what's their threat? Oh, it's still Leona eating me because I'm pretty low. If you're full HP right now, you don't give a fuck, right? You can just run in. But if you're like low, you still have to play around the E because now maybe they kill you and your team gets a 2-for-1, but you still don't want to die. So like you could do better. It could be a 2-for-0 if you just dodge the E. But if maybe she hits you with E, now you get 2-for-1 or 1-for-1, or they just take 1-for-0 somehow, right?
Right.
Which I think in this case they take 1-for-0. But also Lux is literally standing AFK on the wall. Like literally, she just stood AFK on the wall. I have
Yeah,
no
this is the
idea what.
majority of my games in Silver. Since I
Yeah.
got Silver, I've actually seen, for whatever reason, in Bronze people actually do stuff. I mean, it's still just as bad, but
Yeah.
they do things. In
Yeah.
Silver, it's like they stopped playing.
Yep. My advice for like playing AD and Silver mostly is really focus on your farming in the lane and less about your trading, and only take the like kills that your support really set up for you. Like you have a Leona, only take the kills that your Leona's like actually engaging on. Don't try to do it yourself because you cannot rely on your support to follow up. It's like don't try to be the engage as the AD carry, even though like sometimes you feel like you can. Try to avoid it unless you're like unless you really see your support in a good spot. But from my experience, they'll manage to just fuck it up for you, like this Lux does. So
Yeah,
um,
sure.
I would really try to focus on the farming because as bad as this Lux was, this bad first like 6-7 minutes of the lane is entirely on you getting hit right here.
Yeah,
So even though Lux played it really poorly, you could at least be out farming Caitlyn because the Caitlyn's gonna like. Here's the thing, people in Zelo, no offense, man, you guys suck at farming. Like
yeah.
you guys always have
Point
really low
taken.
CS. So and it like seriously, people are like, oh, I can farm, I just have to last hit. It's like it's not that easy. It's not that easy. People in high elo miss CS all the time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's not that easy to farm. It's a basic skill, but it's not that easy. So it's something you have to like build up the skill to, build up the damage. Like different champions have different like base damages where you kill the minions at, or like you have your passive that adds a little bit of damage. Misfortune's passive makes farming a lot easier. So different champions have like different points where they can get the last hit. But so if you can just get good at like not getting hit by this W, and managing to farm, if you can have 80 farm at 10 minutes, you will be ahead of the animated carry every single game. Like they cannot do this. And then if you're 0-0 because your Lux never landed a bind, but you never got hit by Leona's E, then you having 80 CS and Caitlyn having 60, you're gonna have your first item sooner, and you're gonna spike sooner. So now you can go for like the all in by yourself because you're so much stronger than her. Or if a dragon fight breaks out, you're stronger than Caitlyn, you carry that dragon fight. And it's entirely just because you farm. Like seriously, even when I play in like silver or gold these days, dude, I literally like can't a lot of games I come out of lane 0-0 or 1-0 only because literally the support just doesn't let me get kills. Like they just don't do any. They fucking AFK right here when we're getting a gank. Like so it's like okay, if I can just have good farm, I'll just carry because I'll have my items sooner. Like there's there's a little bit more to it. You got to get your mechanics up too, like as you climb, but that comes as you climb. And I think the first step right now is really focus on not letting this happen, and then use this not happening and keeping yourself healthy to be able to farm and keep your CS up. Because like the reason I'm saying it is like, where is it? You have like it's like 13 minutes in. We're gonna press tab to check items. Probably at least maybe when we come back to lane. Yeah, I think it's like around here. I want to see, where do we check items? Also, always check their items when you come back to lane so you know how strong they are. Because if you backed and you bought Manamune and Caitlyn only has a BF sword, you're stronger. And you want to know that. Like, that's important to know. Because that tells you that you have a window to fight. I want to see it. Did we press tab yet? But
Believe
I really want to
it's like
stress.
2
Okay,
minutes
here
we
we go.
get it.
Caitlyn has 68 CS, you have 60. That is literally just barely above 1 minion wave more than you. And you have been 300 HP under your turret for like 7 minutes. Which means she has had zero pressure in missing the farm. You've been pressured. Like, you missing CS at that point makes sense because you couldn't walk up to farm it because you were going to get killed. She has had zero reason to miss CS because you've been like no threat to her. Why is she missing farm, right?
Right.
It's literally just because she doesn't have that skill built up yet. So if you can avoid getting hit like that and then just have, I want to say at 13 minutes, you could have 100 CS if you're just CSing pretty well. If you're CSing perfectly, you'll have like 130, 120. But you could easily just have you could even just have 90 right now and you'd be ahead of her or about even with her, even though she has these kills.
So for starters right now, a solid goal by 10 minutes push for 80 CS.
Yeah, start with that. Try to get 80. And maybe you don't want to do it, but literally going into a custom game and like practicing farming helps a lot. And something like farming under your turret helps a lot because what a lot of people don't tend to not do is like when you're under this turret, like obviously you're getting hit right now, but I'm trying to find it, but maybe that was probably not a great example. Like when you're under your turret, we're too far now. You don't need to like always be hitting whatever minion the turret's hitting. So like there's ways where is there any example that we can look at? Well, you have no mana now. Okay, maybe this is an example here. So maybe we don't need to key that yet because there's no minions to last hit from that. Okay, so if we just know, is this minion, what's gonna happen to this minion when it walks up?
It's gonna get executed by the tower.
Right. You can, if it had like this much if it had like this much HP, what'll happen? It'll be one hit, right? So you can last hit that one. Because the minion, like, so, what turrets take out, like, if they take 3 shots of the melees and they get like 1 hit on the second shot. So using that knowledge, we can just say there's no point in autoing this right now because I don't have any mana to finish it off. So instead, this one's got an awkward amount of HP where I think if the turret shoots it twice, it'll just die. So instead of wasting time autoing this one, I'll auto this one. And I think maybe you do in this case. I know you already have, but just for example, I'll auto this one and just prep it to this much HP so that when the turret shoots it one more time, now I can finish it off. Because there's no point wasting an auto on this one because I can't get it. So like what you did here is you auto this one, then you auto this one, but now you just put them both at execute range.
Right,
this one was full HP, so you could just left it full HP and seen if turret shot it. So now see, now it's awkward. So now it's not what you're gonna do is you're gonna auto this one, but you're not gonna get it. So what I do is auto this one, put it put it at this whatever. I can't, put it 1 hit on the turret.
I know what you meant. Yeah.
Yeah. So it ends up being, but that's like the concept, and you can do it with casters too, right? If a cannon's tanking turret and you want to hit the casters or prep them, you can. You don't need to hit that cannon right away, and then you wait till it's like last hittable. But that's like stuff on that. It's harder to do because you have to just like learn the patterns, and it's kind of champion specific because a lot of times you need to use your abilities as well. But just get used to that. Literally, I think if you can just avoid in lane at least, not obviously level 2 is a big thing. Just don't let yourself get play to their win. Don't play to their win condition. I keep tripping up my words. Don't play to their win condition, which is Leona's stun combo. Play to avoid their win condition. And then work on the farming. And if you can just do that, there will be plenty of games where you're doing it and your support lands the stun and you get the kills. There will be a lot of games where you'll be doing it and your support is this Lux and you get no kills. But at least you're always coming out ahead of them in terms of farm and gold. Because then those games where you are getting kills, you're going to snowball really hard. And the games you aren't getting kills, you're still going to be relevant. But if you fall prey to like these engages, then you know in the games that go poorly, you just get snowballed on even harder, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, your Lux was really fucking bad this game, man. This guy was really bad. I mean,
Yeah,
literally the
I was
Ivern
looking at
engage.
my
Like,
play, and
what
there's like
the?
a whole bunch of like abilities that I use for like no freaking reason.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this one. She literally walks into a wall. She was fine here, and then why did? Okay, she was fine when she was right here because she could follow up. But she literally goes this way, and then walks into the wall and AFK's right here. Incredible, man.
You know,
Hello? Like what?
I just take it as like her Uber Eats was on the way.
Yeah, probably. But
Yeah,
like, you can't play you can't you can't do anything about this. But if we didn't get hit at level 2, maybe we're fucking 75% HP or even 60% HP and this Leona engage doesn't kill us. So even though she trolled us, at least we're not dead this time.
yeah,
Because again, this was still 7 minutes in. This is still the pain from level 2. Also, when you see Caitlyn go zoom, yeah, if you had HP, actually, you definitely would have died because Caitlyn had no mana. Caitlyn having no mana, even though you're AD carry, and people are like, "Lol, you don't need mana. You just right click." It's like, no, we all know all of us AD carry mains know mana is all of your
yeah,
damage early game. If you don't have mana, you're hitting them for like 60 damage per auto attack, which is nothing. So still have to play around that a lot. Um, are there any do you have any questions for me? Anything you want to talk about more? Or anything
Nah,
I can
you
explain to you
pretty
more?
much covered the basics of what I should be starting with. I don't want
Cool.
to overwhelm myself, especially since I don't play enough to push a whole bunch of things into my mind at once.
Yeah, yeah. So for now, my biggest recommendation to you is okay. If you're bored, or if you're playing Black Desert and you bought a book of combat, and you're just hitting a dummy for a bit, um, just go into a training mode, spawn some dummies, and click a lot. Like I'll link you a little like 7-minute video I posted. If you want to watch it, great. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. But um, just of what I kind of recommended people to do. It doesn't have an example. I'm gonna upload a better one. I'm saying this from a stream right now. Probably I'm gonna try to get a better one for this, but there's a little video that I'd say just go into like a training mode and try to like click the way I'm clicking in the video. Um, because it'll help you build your mechanics up. Because that's actually a huge part of AD carry too, is just being able to click a lot, and it's uncomfortable at first, but it's important. And training dummies can help you a lot. I use training dummies still. Pro players use training dummies still for clicks. Like it helps. Just nothing wrong with it. Um, and then on top of that, if your mechanics get built up that way, and then you can put a lot of emphasis on your very early laning phase and playing to your win condition and away from theirs, recognizing when you need to wait for level 3 and stay healthy, when you can be a little bit more aggressive, which there's going to be you're going to make mistakes. You might go too aggressive at times where you think you can, and then you end up getting clapped. You're going to be too passive at times where you're going to be like, oh shit, I could have probably been more aggressive, but that's fine. That's just part of the learning process, right? So don't be upset about it. Just use it for the next games, and I think you'll get a lot more success because late game you're again, mechanics were just a little bit rusty for like it just we're silver. It's fine. You're gonna climb. You say you don't play that much, um, but if you just play the game a lot and you focus on the early game, it's a lot easier to build your mechanics when you actually are strong enough to fight, right? Because you're actually confident in being able to kill people. If you're
Right.
behind every game, then you're like, well, shit, if I walk up to this guy, I get one shot. It's kind of hard to build your mechanics when you're getting one shot. And it's hard to build your mechanics when you're either snowballed and just one-shotting people or you're getting one shot. Like you're not really learning how to play around like outplays. It's just like I'm either snowballing or I'm getting shit on.
Yeah,
Right.
gotcha. So first thing, working on my level 2.
Yep, work on that level 2. Identify those conditions. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be over aggressive. Don't be afraid to die. Just learn from it. Um, but yeah, try to identify more. So if especially you're playing like a champion like Kaisa or who's another example like I don't know Tristana, I guess, like Twitch even, which I'm sure you're probably not going to play Twitch like Trist,
Uh,
but just for the example, like short
I play
range,
like the evolution.
yeah, like a short range, like kind of scaling AD carry especially if you're against like Ashe, Forest, MF, Caitlyn, like your early game is generally going to be lost to them, so you have to just play for that. I want to be healthy, and then when I get an engage, I take the engage. But until then, I'm kind of going to be a bitch, you know. And then, you know, I might be playing passive, and then great, I have a Lux who lands a Q, and then she lands another Q, and the Caitlyn's dead. And now I'm going to be a lot more aggressive because I've got my mana mute, and Caitlyn has a pickaxe. Like, great, you know. So also look at that's why you should look at their items when you come back to lane 2 is because you can literally the laning can be changed if you just have more damage than them.
Right.
But you know,
Okay.
if you're a scaling champ, you're not gonna help yourself scale by going half HP at level 2 every game.
Yeah, that doesn't get me anywhere.
Yeah, and it's like it's a huge deal. First 3 lanes, first 3 levels are like the most important of the game because that's where snowballs start. But all right.